unlocking the mystery of the aging smell, why it happens, and how to manage it with confidence. Have you ever leaned in for a hug with an older parent or grandparent and noticed a subtle, distinct scent? It's not unpleasant, like body odor after a workout, nor is it the fragrance of perfume or cologne. It's just different. A faint, sometimes persistent smell that might be described as slightly grassy, waxy, or even a bit musty. Maybe you've even wondered sensitively if you carry this scent without realizing it. This is a topic often whispered about, if discussed at all, steeped in misconception and potential embarrassment. Many people jump to the conclusion that this unique aroma is a sign of declining personal hygiene. But what if I told you that this assumption is not only incorrect, but can also be hurtful? What if I explained that this characteristic scent has a scientific basis completely unrelated to how often someone showers? It's true. This common phenomenon, often noticeable in adults over 40 and becoming more pronounced later in life, isn't about being unclean. In fact, vigorously scrubbing or dousing oneself in strong fragrances often misses the mark entirely and can sometimes even exacerbate skin issues. The real reason lies hidden within the natural chemistry of our aging bodies. Today we're going to gently pull back the curtain on this sensitive subject. We'll explore the science behind this specific scent, understand why it becomes more prevalent with age, and most importantly, discuss simple, effective strategies to manage it. No harsh chemicals or expensive perfumes required. Knowledge empowers us to address this natural process with understanding and grace, both for ourselves and for our loved ones. The science behind the scent. Meet non-anal researchers have pinpointed the primary culprit behind this distinct aging smell, a chemical compound called non-anal, pronounced non-anal. Strange name, right? Non-anal is produced naturally when omega-7 unsaturated fatty acids on the surface of our skin break down through oxidation, essentially reacting with the air. Think of it like an apple slice turning brown when exposed to air. A similar oxidative process happens on our skin, but instead of turning brown, it produces non-anal. This compound has a unique olfactory signature, that grassy, waxy, or faintly musty odor we've been discussing. What makes non-anal particularly tricky is its persistence. It's not easily washed away with standard soap and water, unlike many other compounds that contribute to typical body odor. Why does non-anal increase as we age? The three key factors. So if non-anal production is linked to fatty acids on the skin, why does it become more noticeable as we get older? Science points to three main interconnected reasons. Our skin's natural evolution. Younger skin typically produces more natural oils, sebum, and has a more robust protective barrier. These oils, while potentially contributing to other odors if hygiene is neglected, are also more easily washed away during bathing, taking oxidizing fatty acids with them. As we age, our skin naturally becomes drier, thinner, and produces fewer protective oils. This shift means the oxidized fatty acids that create non-anal aren't washed away as effectively and can linger on the skin's surface, allowing the scent to accumulate. The skin's antioxidant defenses may also weaken, allowing more oxidation to occur. Changes in sweat production. What if I told you that sweating less could actually contribute to this specific odor? It sounds counterintuitive as we usually associate sweat with body odor. However, sweat plays a role in flushing substances from the skin's surface. While excessive sweat can lead to typical bacterial body odor, a decrease in overall sweat production, which can happen with age, might mean that compounds like the precursors to non-anal aren't cleared away as efficiently, allowing them to build up. The surprising saliva connection. It might seem completely unrelated, but our oral health can subtly influence our overall body aroma. Saliva is nature's mouthwash, constantly working to cleanse the mouth and control odor-causing bacteria. As we age, salivary gland function can decrease, leading to a drier mouth. This drier environment allows odor-causing bacteria to flourish, potentially contributing to bad breath, halitosis. While distinct from non-anal, persistent oral odors can sometimes blend with or accentuate other bodily scents. Think of the body's systems as interconnected. Changes in one area can subtly impact others. Imagine your skin's cleansing mechanisms like a sophisticated filter system. In youth, the filter is efficient. With age, it naturally becomes a bit less effective, allowing certain residues like non-enal to remain. Managing non-enal effectively, a multi-pronged approach. Now that we understand the why, let's focus on the how. Managing non-enal isn't about harsh scrubbing, but about targeted gentle care and smart lifestyle habits. Solution 1. The strategic shower, the triple S. Focus. A regular shower is essential, but how you shower matters immensely. Let's call this the triple S approach, focusing on key areas where non-enal and odor-causing bacteria tend to concentrate. S number 1. Skin folds. Areas like the neck underarms, beneath the breasts, the groin area behind the knees, and inside the elbows create warm, moist environments where air circulation is limited. This is prime territory for non-enal and bacteria to accumulate. When bathing, pay special attention to gently cleansing these folds. Use a mild cleanser and ensure you rinse thoroughly. Remember, gentleness is crucial. Avoid abrasive scrubbing, which can irritate aging skin. S number 2. Scalp hair. Particularly on the scalp, readily traps oils, sweat, and odors, including non-enal. A quick rinse isn't enough. When washing your hair, take an extra minute. Use your fingertips, not fingernails, to gently massage your scalp in circular motions. This helps lift away excess oil, dead skin cells, and lingering non-enal. Rinse very thoroughly. S number 3. Sweaty spots. Feet, especially between the toes, and to some extent palms, have a high concentration of sweat glands. Feet confined in shoes all day are particularly prone to odor buildup. During your shower, make a point of carefully washing your feet, paying attention to the spaces between each toe, and cleansing your palms. Beyond the triple S smart showering tips. Choose mild cleansers. Harsh soaps, antibacterial washes, and heavily fragranced body washes can strip the skin of its remaining natural oils, leading to dryness, irritation, and potentially worsening the problem by disrupting the skin's delicate balance. Opt for mild pH-balanced unscented or lightly naturally scented cleansers. Watch the water temperature. Steaming hot showers feel luxurious but can be harsh on aging skin, stripping away protective lipids. Stick to warm water, which is effective for cleansing without being overly drying. Rinse, rinse, rinse. Ensure all soap residue is completely rinsed away, as leftover cleanser can be an irritant. Pat, don't rub. After showering gently, pat your skin dry with a soft towel. Rubbing vigorously can damage delicate skin. Pay extra attention to drying those skin folds in between the toes completely. Moisturize immediately. Apply a good quality fragrance-free moisturizer while your skin is still slightly damp. This helps lock in hydration, support the skin barrier, and keep skin supple. Solution 2. Lifestyle habits that make a difference. Managing non-enal goes beyond the bathroom. Simple daily habits play a significant role. Hydrate from within drinking. Sufficient water is crucial for overall health and helps flush toxins from the body through urine and sweat, which can subtly aid in reducing odor buildup. Aim for plain water throughout the day. Starting the day with a glass of warm water is a gentle way to kickstart hydration. Remember, caffeinated beverages and sugary sodas don't count towards your water intake and can even be dehydrating. Strategic sun exposure. Believe it or not, brief exposure to sunlight can have mild antibacterial effects on the skin. Aim for 10 to 15 minutes of early morning or late afternoon sun, when UV rays are less intense, a few times a week. Always practice sun safety and avoid prolonged exposure without protection. Antioxidant-rich diet. Since non-enal results from oxidation-consuming foods rich in antioxidants may help combat this process internally. Load up on colorful fruits and vegetables like berries, tomatoes, spinach, kale, apples, and citrus fruits. Garlic, while having its own strong scent, initially possesses compounds that can have a deodorizing effect once digested. Fiber from these plant foods also supports a healthy gut, which plays an indirect role in overall body odor. Prioritize oral hygiene. Maintain meticulous oral care. Brush at least twice daily, floss once daily to remove trapped food particles, and consider gently scraping your tongue where significant amounts of odor-causing bacteria reside. Chewing sugar-free gum or occasionally sucking on a lemon slice can also help stimulate saliva and freshen breath. Solution 3. Freshen your personal environment. Even with perfect personal hygiene, lingering non-enal can cling to fabrics and accumulate in your living space. Clothes and bedding care. Non-enal sweat and skin cells transfer readily to fabrics. Change clothing daily, especially underwear and items worn close to the skin. Opt for natural breathable fabrics like cotton, which allow for better air circulation than synthetics. Wash clothes and bedding regularly using a gentle detergent. Sunlight is a natural disinfectant and deodorizer, so hang laundry outside to dry when possible. Wash bed sheets and throws at least weekly. Pay special attention to pillowcases which collect facial oils and hair products. Changing them 2 or 3 times a week is ideal. Consider replacing old pillows and blankets periodically, as they can harbor allergens and trapped odors. Ventilate your home. Stale air allows odors to concentrate. Make it a habit to open windows and doors for 10 to 15 minutes, twice a day. Morning and evening are often good times, to allow fresh air circulation. Pay extra attention to ventilating bathrooms and kitchens where moisture and odors can build up. Placing activated charcoal bags or open boxes of baking soda in closets or rooms can also help passively absorb lingering odors and excess moisture. Embrace knowledge. Manage with grace. The distinct scent sometimes associated with aging is a natural biological process, not a reflection of personal cleanliness. Understanding that non-enal is the culprit driven by changes in skin chemistry, sweat patterns, and other bodily functions removes the stigma and empowers us to take effective action. By adopting a strategic showering routine, focusing on key areas, making mindful lifestyle choices regarding hydration, diet, and sun exposure, practicing good oral hygiene, and keeping clothes, bedding, and living spaces fresh, this characteristic scent can be significantly minimized. Most importantly, let this knowledge foster understanding and compassion, both for ourselves and for our older loved ones. Don't let unfounded embarrassment about a natural bodily change lead to social isolation or strained relationships. Share this information sensitively. It could make a world of difference to someone's confidence and well-being. If you found this detailed explanation helpful, please consider liking this response, sharing it with others who might benefit, and perhaps commenting on which tip you plan to try first. Thanks for watching.